Hi, everybody. Just decided to do some of the He-Force stuff that I've got um, started. I got a couple weird things. If you're seeing this, you're seeing some special stuff. First off, I've got uh, He Soul here, who I've got the sword for, as well as I got to do the head. So I'll pop the head off right now, and then I'll pop sword out, because I want to finish this guy up because he's one of the main ones for this line. This, for some reason, is super floppy, so I'm going to have to put some stuff in there to lock that up a little bit. Nothing too terrible there. This is a special one, so I heated up the some Masterverse ones of these. I got to paint this, but I heated up some Masterverse cuffs because it would be put less. Very special dude here. Um, I did just do red yesterday, so I think I might just paint these. Not too sure, but let me see if I can get them off. Yeah, you can come off. So I might just do some red today as well. That actually works pretty darn well for what it's worth. Ugh. Get these ones off. Because I didn't want to just paint these ones. So I think I'm going to have to dye those red. Would have been nice if I'd remembered that yesterday when I was literally doing the red. But here is what's going to be Zach the He-Cat. I got an extra Moss Man. I'm going to try doing some actually painting with bleach on this one. So instead of using a normal paint scheme, I also have to find an extra He-Man chess piece. I don't know what happened. I had a bunch of them and they just all have disappeared. That's a little perplexing, but I'll figure it out because I literally just used some. So I'm like, where the heck did that go? I do also have to fix up the head for this. This is there it is, Techno. It's just a basic Zodak head, but the Techno body here is going. I upgraded this guy a lot because I did not like how he looked to begin with. Looked kind of lame. Not gonna lie, it was kind of disappointing to see the because this is what he looks like, just like a dude's chest with some robot parts. So I had an extra one of these. I'm gonna dye this black and then give it some more blue and silver accents to it. But this is gonna be the base. Then in there, now he's looking way more techno. I also put the an extra set of why am I forgetting his name? Mosquitor parts here, and then this is from the Turtles of Grayskull mouse jaw. They're currently on clearance, so I gotta take that flashing off. But I cut this part off so that this dude looks so wonky. I don't know why they had it so long, but the hole continues, so I didn't even have to do that. It just continues all the way up, so that's kind of a better. But what I got to do mainly today with this is fix his. Let's see. Don't need those. I gotta fix his head because his head is got some bubbles in it. I don't really like the way that looks. So we're gonna fix that today. That's gonna be one of the many things that I do with that. And then here's the big part. So for Zach the He-Cat, I've got this anti-attorney He-Man that I took apart, used for other things. And then this is from a Transformer. It was an orange Tigatron. Geez, something stuck in there. I didn't really like the this figure to begin with. The Tigatron's okay. I pulled my Tigatron out and he doesn't have the yellowing issues, but I'm like, so I'm just gonna use this because this guy no one really cared about and he went on clearance. I'm sure in 10 years, if you watch this video, it'll be like, that's the hardest thing to find in the universe. Don't care, using it now. I do have to pop these eyeballs out so that I can paint those separately. But the plan is to pop that in here. Actually, how am I going to do that? Because if I put this in there, I won't be able to pop the eyeballs out. Decisions. We'll figure that out. See if I can do that now, actually. Yep, these just pop right out. So that's nice and easy. That is going to be a problem because I needed to glue this in so that I can make the head all one color. Decisions. What shall I do? Tell you what, you know what I'll do? I'll pop it in there. I'll mold the head, and then I'll just pull it out before it locks, and then I'll just glue it afterwards. That way I can still do this, because this is an important part. But let's pop this back in here so we don't lose it. There we go. And then I got to dye this probably green to go along with that. And I did plan to flock this. So that's an important part of this whole process, is getting that flock down. And the other reason that I use this one is because I got one with messed up eyes. So like one of his eyes is pointing the other way. And I don't really like that. So, so we are going to fix this up. Using some Milliput. And then I'm going to... My absolute favorite thing is when I slap my phone. That is in a... yeah. All right. So let's get this Milliput going. So we can get this done. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I needed to use Milliput for any of the other figures before I go any further. I don't think so. And these I do want to get red. I'm not going to kill myself trying to figure that out today. I think I'm going to wait because I do want to get an extra figure and make a He-Man so I can do it red there. I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff I can do. And if I get time, I'm going to do the dye on these. This is going to be, what's his name? Is this Carnivore or no? This is, yeah, this is Carnivore. So if I can get this green, that'll set too. So I'm really trying to get these all done. Because the amount of customs that I have started is starting to overwhelm my existence. I do have Feliner here, who I decided to give these claws. I haven't decided if I'm going to paint these at all. They're from the Masters of WWE Terror Claws Triple H, I think is what it was. I don't know. I might try to paint them. I kind of like them just as they are. Trying to give these Fuerza-T figures a little bit of new stuff. So if you saw here, I did give him these slotted eyes like a cat would have. So that's pretty good. I'm really happy with this one. This one's probably the best one I've done thus far. Real surprised on how good that came out. And very happy with that. All right. I did also purchase this for my getting these guys out, but I'm going to bend it a bit because I got this at Dollar Tree, so, oh no, it's $1. But this way I can put this in the, into the pot and then just pull the figures out. And I don't have to do anything crazy. I was using zip ties, but I don't feel like spending a bunch of zip ties just for that anymore. Aside from that, once he's done, all the good guys from Fuerza-T are done. And then I just got the bad guys here. I'm waiting on my Ninja Turtles Beastman figure, because that Turtles of Grayskull figure. I'm just going to use that Beastman, and I want to give the armor to some of the other good guys to give them a little bit more of a cool, like, outfit. So, slide this stuff to the side. This goes with him. I may just do the purple today, since I know I wanted to do purple on this. This is, of course, Destructor from the Fuerza-T line. I would like to give these guys different feet on all of them. I haven't quite hit that point where I can easily do that yet, because I don't really like the feet on here. I'm going to look and see if I could download some STL files and just 3D print some better ones. If not, I'm going to be literally painting, like doing some claws myself and painting them, because this foot is really boring. But whatever, I'll figure that out too. I do also have a surprise for my Fuerza-T fans. So if you are on Patreon, I did post some pictures of that. It's $1 Patreon. There are more than just 6, or was it 8 of these Fuerza-T figures. I found that there were some prototypes, so I may be posting those as well. But we're going to finish the 8 here for Fuerza-T before we fart around with anything there. I do have to paint a couple other things manually, so we might do some painting today as well. And then we're going to have some downtime. I need to get like a be right back sign here, and just because I know what happens is no one's watching right now, and as soon as I leave, someone's going to pop up and then leave because I'm like downstairs trying to grab something. All my stuff is just messed up in different places right now. So you'll have to bear with me on that. Now, let's see if I can find some paint that will work with this. I do have this pink, but I don't think this is quite pink enough. For that, do I have a red? There's a good red. Here's my reds. These are the 2 good reds that I have. Hey, perfect timing. Just as soon as I said no one was watching, someone jumps on. All right. Really annoyed with this. See if I can find myself on here. Yeah, Mom. Let's flip that over. Oh, this one's good, but I bet you it's enamel. Yep, of course it's enamel. Anytime you get a good picture, it's freaking enamel. And that's not going to stick to this, which is what I needed to paint to. Oh, no. The green club is what I needed to stick to. There it is. This needs to be pink. I'm good, Eric. Just trying to get some stuff together. Kind of been in a funk lately, so trying to find myself on YouTube so I can watch the chat, because I can't do it on the phone. It's one of the more annoying parts of this app, is that they just can't, like, it'll pop up for 2 seconds and then disappear. So if I don't constantly see it, I will miss chats. My favorite thing is that I search for myself on YouTube and it doesn't come up. That's awesome. Thanks, YouTube. There it is, connecting to live chat. We are connected. All right, so that means I gotta prime this first. Let's see, we'll use the purple dye there for him. Okay. kind of primer do I want to use in that paint? Probably this will work as a primer. And then I gotta clean this off, so. Bye, whoever was watching me and now isn't. Drop that there. When it comes to these type of things, I like to use a acetone to actually clean off the mold release, because this stuff gets like way more mold release than usual. Yeah, that feels good. It's already dry, so I gotta tap this and we'll do the next one. Love how the front of that acetone bottle got taken off. We'll do this as well while we're at it. I don't think there's any paint on either of these. Okay. There we go. First up, I think I'll paint this guy. I gotta go and buy more of these paint brushes. I'm pretty terrible when it comes to oh, that's gonna go on nice. Oh, what's going on with that? Let me put this right here so it'll focus appropriately. Attempt to get it to focus appropriately. Well, that's pretty good. So we'll flip this upside down. I'm going to do this part first, then let it dry. Because for whatever reason, if you try to do the head part first, I always end up messing up the rest of it. So there we go. This is a bit thicker than I was hoping this to be, but I might actually help it to stay on there. Two-hand. 2 minutes ago, I was just doing some painting on my two-hand Grayskull vintage. I don't know what two-hand grayskull vintage means. I'm assuming castle grayskull with two hands. Cool. So I have been asked recently about commissions, and I have one commission going right now, so I'm not taking any additional ones. But if I do take customs after that, probably going to be looking at about 200 per figure. So just want to break that up for people. If you ever see anybody at a show that has a $50 custom, buy it, because I'm not cheap. Two-hand Castle Grayskull vintage. Like a second-hand Castle Grayskull? Is that what you mean? Like, I don't know what you mean by two-hand. All right, I'm going to put this on the helping hands over here. We'll let that sit. I'm just going to drop that in here, and hopefully we don't have any spillage. I did paint this chest piece yesterday for Destructor. So this part's done. Second-hand Grayskull. Okay, that makes way more sense. I'm like, what, that two-hand? Because I'm thinking of, like, Eternia has two hands. Like, did they make something I don't know about? So this is done. This all has to get painted. And so does this, actually. I forgot about that. So we'll do that, too, while we're at it. These Naked Stratoses are perfect for this Fuerza-T line. If you are looking to get Fuerza-T stuff, definitely go buy a bunch of these Naked Stratoses. I thought about mass producing these, but some of them have things like this that I can't copy easily, so I'd have to buy extras. And by the time you're done, you're looking at $200 just for parts on these guys because they have so many different parts. So we're going to paint this as well. Hopefully just one layer of this is going to do. Painting this stuff is not the easiest. I do like how this is the crotch piece for 2000X Skeletor, and I thought it would look neater than using the one from the standard Skeletors. Give Destructor more of a monster vibe. I might even give him a like an 80s sorcerer. I don't know what they even call that. Like a lower half dress. I'm not going to paint this part because I don't need to. Also trying to figure out a good time to do live streams now. Because I feel like everybody does live streams Sunday and Saturday. And I just don't feel like dealing with competition on that. I'm not trying to like make some huge event on this. Because that's when everyone wants to do it. Because, oh, everyone's off work. Well, I'm off work all the time right now. So anytime's good for me. Aside from Saturdays and Sundays. I will be on Allison Troy's, I believe, next Friday. Almost had to cancel that again because I almost got tickets for C2E2, but the guy wanted to sell them to me, so I decided no. I thought they were, I assumed that they were free. That was my bad. I ain't paying for nothing right now. But C2E2 and Dragon Con and Katsucon, of course, you got SDCC. Like, if I got free tickets to one of those ones, I gotta go. But I'm not paying exorbitant prices for conventions right now. Gotta watch that money. So this is my undercoat. I will be doing an additional coat afterwards with this lighter red. So I'm not caring too much about the finesse on this part. But we will be painting, or we will be drawing, coloring. Yeah, that's the right word. A Street Sharks drawing that I did specifically because I had an idea, and what ends up happening is I have ideas, and then someone else thinks of it, and they have the time, and they get it done before I can. But guess what? I got laid off from work, so I got plenty of time. So I'm now doing the things as they come, which I'm not exhausted from work anymore. Once I get started on this stuff, I'm good. I'm not worrying about getting another job quite yet, because I kind of want to get my toy business started. And guess what? This is the time to do so. I feel like the world shined on me at one point, so I need to let that go and do what I need to get that going. Yep. Gotta take them signs. All right, this looks pretty darn good. So now I'm just gonna let that sit. That looks nice. Looks a little shiny, but it'll do. Let's move this over. I'm gonna put this on the other side of this. I don't think you can even see it. Nope, it's over there on the far corners. So we'll put this over here, and then we'll get this guy primed. This one, get some water. Some water on this paintbrush. Ooh, that's not very mixed up. There we go. That's better. So I'm going to have to go over this once with this color, because I don't think that I even put acetone over this, and it's still nasty. So I don't think that it's going to adhere well with the enamel paint that I was going to use. Now this is a harder paint, but don't trust it. Model paint. So typically I have a path here. I try to so you see it's still not sticking. That's what I was worried about. I'm gonna wash this off. I use model paint on the end, usually the end stuff, not so much the beginning painting style. So I'm like, if I was to make a tutorial on it, it would be wash the stuff first, then get the mold flash stuff off of it, then dye the figure, which is what I've done there. You dye the figure so that it is all one color that you need it to be. Problem with this is you cannot dye something darker or lighter than it is already, so we have to paint this. Normally, I'm going to be a stickler for it. Today, we're going to try this. I have a second one of these in case this goes completely bad. I don't like going straight enamel, but this has so much mold release that it doesn't want to stick there, so it's gonna, hopefully the enamel will work. Now I gotta find, wherever I put that. So yeah, model paints I usually use for like the details, a specific color. Sometimes I'll do it after I've primed it. I'll use model paints, but they do not stick as well. There's my thinner. They do not stick as well as normal. Ooh, I gotta get more thinner. Running low. Let's see how. Oh, you know what? I should probably just shake this up anyway. And one thing it's a, ooh, this might actually be thin enough I don't have to. One thing with any of these is you do not want to use enamel directly on something unless you have a second one. Because what will happen is if you put, this might be hard enough that enamel is going to work. But if you put it on something like these rubbery, it will never cure. It'll just be sticky and disgusting. You get lucky sometimes, and that's what I'm going to hope for here, where the plastic is cured enough. And usually I can tell that because mold release sticks to the stuff that is hard enough to go. So I'm just going to paint this. And if this doesn't work, then I know that Mo2 weapons need to have a primer first. It's just, this is nuts because you have no idea how much of this I've been like, it's still goopy. Like, I can feel that the paint isn't really sticking to it because of the mold release. And weapons are like that because they got to be popped out and whatnot. But because down here it came off pretty good. I can tell that the paint's coming off. Up here though, this is like, they must have like triple downed on that. So I'm gonna put that down for a second. Luckily, there's not a lot of this left. I am gonna try to pop a little bit of thinner in there. There we go. God, that stuff stinks. Oh yeah, that's way better. Way better. So if you're looking at doing these yourself, always test on something else first. Don't know the kind of plastic that is. Palm plastic, nylon, they are really bad with enamels. This, however, feels like we might be lucky. And this might cure. And I guess the reason for it not curing is because either the mold release that's on there or the actual plastic itself reacts with it, and then they just never fully cure. That's looking pretty good, though. Just hope that it hardens up. I got like 3 or 4 of these because these are from, I believe, Clawful, I think. And I've used quite a few of them. But for whatever reason, someone making the Fuerza-T line decided that pink, hot pink was the color to give this guy. Yep, I see custom painted stuff all the time for real cheap. It is not worth my time to charge less than what I'm saying. That I'd say 200 for one of these, just because I mean, if you go to replace it, that's kind of my feeling on it. And like if I spend 10 hours on something and I don't charge at least that much, what are you doing? You're essentially selling your own time. Time is all we've got in this world. And I have sold my stuff way cheaper. That's why I look at conventions. If I have a custom that I want to sell, I think I sold, I can't remember if it was 60 or 80 bucks or something for my custom quench ore. And I have the parts to make a second one, but I was ready to let go of it for that price because I needed money that weekend. But if it's like, hey, can you do this thing that's going to take you 10 hours? Charging 50 bucks for it, that's $5 an hour. Like I'd go get a job flipping burgers somewhere if I want to make $5 an hour. A lot of people don't realize that these things do take a lot of time. I mean, a lot of it's not even just the time it is; it's prep work. Taking that. Now, if you can get it sprayed, spray is pretty easy. I'm trying to think of the easiest one. Feliner here was pretty easy, so I could probably charge less for that. But it's still two $20 figures that I got to purchase. That's 40 bucks right off the bat. Like, not counting the time. Yeah. I've seen a lot of stuff online for cheaper prices, but that's what other people value their work at. Also, you got to look at not just what they value their work at, but how much their dollar is worth. I have seen a lot of people who are in other countries where like $2 an hour is the minimum wage in comparison to what we have here, and yeah, they can do that. I cannot. There's no talking me down from that price. Honestly, I might push that price up. All right, this is hardening pretty well. I like that. That feels good, so I could stick this back on here without worrying about it spreading too much. Might do the purple today. Might do purple dye. Because that's what I need for this guy is purple. So let's get that started. I did get the purple out already. I'm gonna pull this up here. Oof. As I bump into the pink stuff there, which is annoying. You know what? I'm gonna leave that because that's where I'll tape it next. Ooh, I missed the spot on the handle. Anyway, that's what I was saying. If you see someone at a convention that's selling their customs cheaper than they should be, buy them. You're probably not going to find that again. Because I had my GI Joe ones for like essentially what would be $50 a pop. No, it was probably 75 a pop, and that's pretty good for one of those because the size that they are. But no one bought them because what I was charging was too much for them, and I get that completely. But it's like going to some place and saying, "Hey, I want this cheeseburger for $1," and they're like, "Sir, this is a 2-pound cheeseburger. That's more than beef costs." But I want it that cheap. All right. I still remember, I think the best one I ever did was there's a guy who wanted to buy a Bumblebee figure that I had made. There. It was a Bumblebee figure that I made from scratch. I essentially just took a bunch of Transformers and put a Volkswagen over it. Made it for the alternator line. Guy offered me $20 for it. Like $20 doesn't cover the base figure. I've not gotten the Origin Stranger Things. I'm planning on getting those. I just don't have the money for extra stuff right now. So anything that's not a hard to find exclusive is getting put on the back burner for now. Speaking of burners, there's that. Gotta wait until next month, and then I'll be a little better off money-wise. All right. Well, that's heating up. Start taking this guy apart. I like to bend them like that before I do it. Yeah, I know Hebrew. I've known him for about 20 years now. Nothing you post there is going to be new. I actually did a custom Hebrew figure that I have on the channel a while back. All right. Sounds like that's starting to steam up. First thing I'm going to do too is take the crotch off of this guy. So we're going to heat this up. Heat that crotch up. See if I can find a better one. I think I'll use this one, which is from... Oh, yeah, you know what? I wanted this for the Battle Cat one. But I don't know how I'm going to heat that up. I'm going to still take it off. So let's see. Any other crotches that I can find? This one seems good. I'll pull off a purple Adam crotch for him since he's going to be purple guy. Cool. And then... Yeah, I would assume most people are still at work. That's what working folk do. They kind of lurk. Good old lurkers. Man, this is not heating up very fast. Let's turn that up. Like, this water isn't even warm. I could have put my hand in there. Let's pour a little more in there. Yeah, anybody at work? Hello. Just go ahead and hit that like, and I'll be happy. Hit the thumbs up if you're just watching this at work. And that's one of the problems with streaming in general, is that everybody wants you to do it like when they're off work, and that's just not feasible for me. I've never really worked the hours that other people do. All that sizzling noise is just the water that's on the bottom. Yeah, so the problem with Sundays is that's the day that I go to conventions, so I can't stream when I'm at a convention. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is convention day, so we're just gonna stream when I stream, and you can watch it later. This is unfortunately the way that it goes. It's also one of the reasons why I fought for my old work to have I'm like, you got to give us Sundays off. Like, no one wants to work on Sundays. And they're like, no one wants. Well, they're like, this is the most important day to work. I'm like, no, it isn't. No one wants us in their house on Sundays. I did work in people's homes, and 9 times out of 10, they'd be like, I can't believe they have you guys working today. Well, don't schedule me a job in your house if you don't want me working today. I don't know what to tell you guys. There. Get those legs off. And then this will be the crotch for Destructor once we're done. I got you out. Got you out. Another one of those blue crotches left. Yeah, so I'm pretty much probably going to do this randomly around like 11 to 1 whenever I can. Sorry if that's not a good time for you. I got to do what I got to do, you know? You know? That's good. That's good. Getting that crotch off of that guy is going to be something. I'm going to have to figure that out. All right, put these purple legs back in here. Now, I'm going to leave that in there. And then I got to pour in the purple. I'm trying to think if there's any other parts that I wanted to dye purple before I do this. I don't think there are. I think I'm pretty good with just this one guy. Okay. Purple good. Stick that back there. Toss this into the garbage. And then put some good old acetone in there. A few swigs. And that'll help adhere to these body parts. So first thing I'm going to do is turn this up a little bit more. We're going to put this chest piece in for Destructor. This doesn't even really need to be purple, but we're going to do it anyway. Arms. Leg. You know what? Push that forward a bit. And that like that. goes the opposite direction. And then our hands and our head. Turn that up to about that. Hopefully that gets it hot enough. And then once we're done, we can literally just pop it right onto here, and that's going to be perfect. Let's grab the red out again. This red. Let's get this part painted whilst I wait. All right, that's pretty good. We're no longer wet to the touch on these ones. Yeah, that is the problem, though, is that if I go on Sundays, I got to deal with Robo. Like, there's like 10 people. Geek Dad Life, Brick, everybody does it on Sundays. So it's like, then you start fighting for who's going to watch who. And then I hate doing that because for a while, Robo and Veebs were going on at the same time as Geek Dad Life. And it's like, who am I going to choose? There was one week, I think Shartimus went on at the same time too. And it was like, this is too much. I just didn't watch anybody and just watched them all later. I'm dyeing the figures right now. So I've got the Destructor parts in there, and he's getting dyed purple. I prefer to dye figures now because it's easier than painting. But as I've stated, it's impossible to dye something lighter than it already is. So there's that. We're done with this one. Put that away. Then I'll go over this with wash this off and go over the other one. Let's see what we got here. Any of these turning purple? Oh yeah, they're getting there. Yeah. The purple Destructor. If you're unfamiliar with Fuerza-T, go take a look. It's kind of fun. So we've got, this is weird. So it shows that this is blue and purple there, but that's not the color that the thing is. So I should probably have done a printout of all the Fuerza-T figures. Let's see if I can pull it up on here. Fuerza T Destructor go. So we go over here. That's what Destructor looks like. He's got a red accented stuff with purple. Good old photo bucket locking locking that with a thing. All right, so Destructors right there. All right, let's actually grab. Another one of these. Put that there so I can plop these down as they turn purple. Oh, that is purpley. So we're gonna drop you right there. So it looks like everything but the chest came through. Where are the hands? Oh, the hands are in there. Sweet. So the chest is the only thing that still needs to sit in there for a few. So we're going to plop that in there. I'll hold that down. Turn that down a little bit. And usually what I do is I'll take these and drop them in here to get a little rinse. Get that dye off, get that acetone off. It looks like we got a pretty good dab there. Our secondary rinse bucket. Let's see what we got. Where is my... I love losing stuff, and I have not moved. That is easily the best part of my day. I literally had a let's grab this one. Screw it. Don't know where it went, but I had one of these and it disappeared. Clean this off. Excess dye. That is pretty dark purple. Might be a little too dark actually, but it's purple enough. So we shall see how this all works out. I'm just going to go drain this. Oh, I can just grab it. I forgot this is cold water. Let's put these all over here. Okay. The head looks perfect though, as it falls in there. That's it. Leave this over here for when I'm done with that. Get this seriously, stupid head. Get out of there. So the chest pieces for those Motu figures are always the hardest to get to dye, to take the dye. It's looking better. Put this back over here, because then you have to do this. Kind of rinse it off a little bit. I'd say we're almost there. Almost there. This came out very nice. We're going to pop that one in there for another couple minutes. That's good. See right there. Right. Sure, that's exactly what I meant to do. We'll flip the hands. We'll put everything in there again. So if you look here, this part, and this doesn't need to be like a very dark. It just needs to be darker than it is. And then we'll be good. The head is perfect though. Get in there. Okay. Let's get this chest piece out. Drop that in there for the rinse. The worst part about these is this damn thing holds so much water. Gotta blow it out there. Ta-da! There, yeah, you can see the difference. All right, let's pull these all out. Oh, I got everything. Look at that. This is a damn good purchase for $1.25. And then we're going to turn this off to low, unplug it, and we shall see what we got here. To get this all together. Looks like I cut all that off. I'll plop this back on. It's pretty good. This ugly SOB here. I think I might have gone a little too dark on the purple. I might have needed to have a little more blue in it. So when I do my blue dye, I will probably pop that guy in the blue dye for a minute just to get some of that blue locked in there before I paint him up. But all said and done, we're pretty good. I don't want to put my hand in there right now. Oh, you know what? I got it because I forgot the hands are real tiny. It's not too bad. That might be what I do is just put some blue on there when that time comes, get it dyed blue, and we'll be good. I shouldn't even have to take this stuff off of him very much. Yep, cool. So making sure it's still hot enough to get that. So the purple's good. It's just a little darker than I wanted it to be. Which is a bummer, but I didn't leave it in there too long. I think that's a stronger purple than I was expecting it to be. And I don't want to mix these colors together too much. I still have to do blue dye for one of the guys, so I'm just going to do the blue dye, and then I'll switch it over to the, it's like a blue-green. That one I'm going to have to mix some of each together. It's also fun trying to figure out what colors will turn what color once you dye them, because it's not always what you think. Yeah, because he's a really dark purple. Where the hell? Now, the other thing I can do as well, since this might have gotten a little too dark for me, is I have a couple other things that need darker arms as well. So maybe I'll switch that to that. We'll figure that out when that time comes, though. Not too worried about it. It also is entirely possible that this will lighten up once it's out for a bit. I've had that happen where I did it and then the next day it was immediately darker than I was expecting. Yeah, I gotta heat this guy up. I don't want to use that water though. Where is... That's... Try to speed that process up too, whilst I'm at it. There we go. Yeah, it needs a little blue. So I will drop these in that blue bin for a little bit when that's cooking too. That should dye appropriately. Just a little bit. Because on the camera, he almost looks like just completely black. Do I have? Yeah, I do have this. Give you a little sneak peek of this guy. So yeah, it looks the same, almost the same on the camera, but in person it's different. Weird. There we go. Just got one hand to find. There we go. I am kind of glad I did this guy first now instead of the blue one, because I don't think it would have worked the opposite way. To give him a tint of blue, it would have just, the purple would have overrun the blue. So that's fortuitous. All right, that one's good. And guess what? If I had to go out and buy another one, these guys are $5. I don't think I can afford that. It's like the perfect thing to use for a a custom right now. Is that stupid? I think we might get lucky, folks, because the enamel feels like it is working here. So this feels like it's actually going to take and actually harden up. So that's a very good sign. I'm actually going to pinch it on this very end here, and then try to paint the rest of it. Ugh. There's the Fuerza-T's. Fuerza-T. Boom. Let's go back. I want that picture. How do I... Images? Oh, it's because it's from He-Man.org. And I can't click on a bigger image for it. That stinks. Because He-Man.org is gone. I miss you, He-Man. I miss when He-Man.org was good, though. It has not been good for a very long time. Back when you could go there and use it for like references. Transformer Land's okay, but it doesn't have all the Princess of Power stuff on it. And I still haven't found a site that actually has like all the toys and everything like that listed. It's kind of a bummer. I do kind of wish that Val would have left it to someone else. Let them pick up the pieces. Nope, that didn't happen. And I get it. It's if it's someone's your baby, you don't always want to do that, but there. Cool. So that's done. We'll toss this in the garbage. Because I hate trying to clean enamel paint off of paintbrushes. It's a pain in the butt. All right. Can put the paints back. And all I need is that lighter one for some accents. Then I gotta get a bowl for that, which is right here. Ugh. Got I like to put them in these bowls, but you gotta wait till it cools down, or you'll just burn the whole thing. That's not helping nobody. Put my coinage in here. Take this out. This can go. Okay. Didn't mean to bump that. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that actually looks pretty slick. So there is a definite difference between the two colors, though, and that's what this is for, to equalize those. That's why we did this underneath it. Put you back there where you belong. I'm hoping I can get the blue done on that one soon. I'm trying to remember which guy had. So carnivore here, there's brown, a real dark brown with green armor. So I still need to get another merman for that. He's got a green crotch, so that's fine. So I'll have to do some green dye with that. I think it was some destructors over here. Feliner's pretty much done. Just have to decide. It was this. Yeah, it was carnivore. What? No, hold it. Then what's that guy's name? That's Pantano. That's that guy. Oh, Fuerza-T. You crazy, crazy thing. So there's Pantano's card. So he gets brown and green. That's fine. So Carnivore is the one that needs to be. I need to take a look at. Where's the D? Carnivore. So yeah, sometimes he's like, oh, here, I'll show you over here. Sometimes he's like green, and other times he's like this blue-green. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is do him in green, see how that looks, and then if I want to, I could switch it over and do the blue afterwards. I don't know if I want to make blue-green right off the bat and try to dye it that color. I could just try light blue, but I think blue-green is probably the right color for him. And he's got what, all silver accents, I think, and he's the one that needs that pink, this pink monstrosity. Yeah, there's a good picture of him. That ugly mug. Face only a mother could love. So we will put him back together for now. What colors? He's just got a regular black crotch too, so that's fine. Can't remember where I got that other just all black one from. And then I will paint his jetpack here, which I thought he did have the wings too. Maybe this picture just doesn't have the wings. Yeah, he's got the wings there. Oof. That's a custom version. Yeah, and here he's got the wings. I just think they're a different color. It's amazing how few people have pictures of these items, too. It's this one. What's weird is that he came in multiple colors, so I may just do green on this. For that, because I still find ones where he's got all green and then silver for the wings. Yeah, I'll put that up there. So there's like a custom someone did. Interesting. Well, I think I'm jumping off of here. I got some milliput to do, but that's nothing important. I just wanted to do a live today. And honestly, just to make myself do it. So if there's a specific time on weekdays that would be best for y'all, please leave a comment below. Let me know. It's like, hey, 11 would be better for me, or 1 would be better for me, or something like that. Weekdays are going to be when I do this because I don't get interrupted and I am able to do what I need to. I think I might keep this dye kit out, though, and do some black dye on these parts, so that I can actually put that together, because he needs a black crotch with a blue waist. And I don't believe I have any more of those in here. Yeah, all I got's this, so I might just dye some of these ones black and go from there. Thanks for having me. I'm Alpha Magnus. These are toys. See you next time, folks.